Donkey Kong Country on the Super Nintendo. 30-year anniversary. Or 30th birthday, however you want to say it. But anyways, it was 30 years ago today this game was released, and this game was huge at the time. Because from 1985 to like 1990, Nintendo was dominating the video game market. The Sega Genesis was released in 89. And with all the Electronic Arts, Sega kind of broke in. So Nintendo and Sega were huge competitors, and between like 91 and 92, Nintendo and Sega were like neck and neck. Then Sega started making some mistakes, such as the Sega CD and the 32X, which were hardware add-ons. Didn't really make sense because you already had to pay $150 for the Genesis, and then you had to pay So then if you want the Sega CD, that's like maybe another $200 or $300. And you got the 32X, which I think was another $150. So I mean, if you want to play Sega 32X CD games, you're going to have own all three consoles. And back then, the Nintendo and Sega were kind of marketing video games to teens. Well, teenagers don't have that kind of money, and their parents aren't going to want to spend that much money for video games, so that's where Sega made a big mistake. And not to mention that Sega of Japan was working on a console called the Sega Saturn. It was going to be released in Japan. Now, right around that time, in '94, the internet was just starting to become popular, so people learned about this and figured, why buy a 32X? And we're going to be seeing a Sega Saturn. You know, if it was released in Japan, they know it's going to be released in North America sooner or later. And on the same day that 32X was released for the Sega, Nintendo released Donkey Kong Country. And see, unlike Sega, Nintendo was working on software such as the FX chip and the silicon graphics, which we see here. So this game was actually released the same day, and this is when Nintendo really started taking off. I mean, the graphics in this game were just huge for its time. Classic platformer game. I mean, look at the background and all the... I mean, for this time frame... Diddy Kong. Oh, how did I miss that? Probably like the first time in my life that's ever happened. Let's see if I can go back and do that again. I can't get that barrel back, huh? Yeah, I was 17 years old when I got the Super Nintendo, and I remember Nintendo of America sent me a VHS tape that had like a 20-minute video, like behind the scenes making of this game. Showed all these bonus stages, and that was enough to convince me to want the game. So yeah, I missed some extra lives back there, but that's because I missed the barrel and it kind of screwed everything up. Yeah, they got a lot of bonus stages. Ah, I didn't want that one. Or the rhino. There's something we didn't see too often in games. You know, it starts getting dark as you get to the end of the level. You know, it's a lot like Super Mario World. You know, you got the platformer game, you collect bananas the way Mario would collect coins. You can ride a rhino the way Mario would ride Yoshi. But the only difference is you can't take the animal with you. Like if Mario's got Yoshi, he'll continue with Yoshi in the next level. That doesn't happen here. Here we got rain, so it's... It's just the, you know, the graphics are, I mean, look at like the foreground or like the trees in that, how amazing those look. Look at the background graphics, the foreground, the rain. You know, I mean, they got so many changes like daytime, nighttime, they got rain. There's levels that have snow. There's water, like the water levels are just like nothing you've ever seen before back then, you know, for this time. Not to mention the music. I mean, the music's great too. The game was actually developed by Rare Software, was the second-party video game company that Nintendo owned. So they made, at this time, they made games exclusively for Nintendo. They started out as a third-party company, and then Nintendo bought them, making them a second-party company. The game was founded by Chris and Tim Stampers from, I think it was Twycross or something like that in England. So yeah, you see I got that frog earlier, I got that swordfish. Those are like bonus stages when you get 3 of them. Ah. Oh, wow. I'm going to darken my computer screen here because it's kind of bright. So this will only take a minute. There we go. But yeah, Diddy Kong there with me acts as like a power-up. So if I were to get hit, Diddy would take over for me. You can switch at any time too by pressing the A button. Diddy's quicker, but it seems to be better at jumper, but he's not quite as strong against some of the bigger enemies. Ah! At least I didn't die. I'm like doing terrible. See, That's one thing I don't like. They shoot you across the board, so I just missed a lot of stuff back there. I mean, yeah, shortcuts are kind of helpful, but at the same time, you're losing a lot. I used to be good at that. I don't know if it's my eyesight or my brain reaction time, or... Yeah, there's certain spots in the game where you can pound on the ground and get bananas out of them. I know where some of them are, but not all of them. See, if you can spell Kong, you get an extra life, kind of like in Super Mario World. If you get the all 5 of the dinosaur coins, you get an extra life. It's kind of an extra thing. Cranky's Cabin, you don't have to stop here, but you can. It's just kind of entertaining. So that's, in the rocking chair, that's supposed to be the original Donkey Kong. And the character I'm playing, that's supposed to be Donkey Kong Jr. That was broken down in a video watched by the gaming historian about Donkey Kong, where he kind of puts two and two together with all these different games to determine that Cranky Kong is actually the original Donkey Kong. I never have beat this game. Furthest I can usually get is the 4th world. You know, it's got so much variety when you compare it to like Sonic the Hedgehog. I mean, when I played Sonic the Hedgehog, first, second, and third levels that I play at all look way too similar to me. I mean, I don't want to badmouth Sonic because it was a huge series for Sega, but when you compare it to like Mario games and like Donkey Kong Country, I just don't think it can compare. Not to mention, one thing that annoys me about Sonic the Hedgehog is it's advertised, you know, its like main thing is the blast processing, the high speed, but it's like, what good is that high speed if you keep running into enemies all the time? I mean, it's kind of like, imagine if you're watching NASCAR or something, and there's like a speed limit on the racetrack with a cop car sitting there trying to catch speeders. I mean, wouldn't that kind of defeat the purpose? Here's another thing that's funny. If you just stand here for a little bit, just wait. It does that. And if you stand right on the edge of something, he does that. sound effects and the music, the graphics, it's just, the game is nearly flawless. They could have made it a little easier though. Or maybe at least give it a difficulty setting. Have like easy, medium, or hard level. I mean, look at the water levels compared to a Mario game. Ooh. I get a swordfish. So, yeah, you press the B button to do that. Which the B button is also your jump button when you're not in the water. But you know what? If you just stand, like, sitting near an enemy in the water with this thing, not like right here, he'll see he did that automatically. I didn't push any buttons there. All these barrels right here with the stars on them are midpoint check marks or safety. I don't know what you want to call it. Checkpoints. That's the word I was trying to think of. So if I were to die in this level, come back to it, I'd start at the checkpoint there. That's another thing that was in Super Mario World. Checkpoints in the middle of the levels. I mean, kind of accused Rare of copying off Nintendo's Super Mario World, but they did it well. There's enough cool things about this game that make it stand out. You know, the graphics, the music, and all that. Multiple bonus stages. Oh, I get the Rhino bonus stage. This is my favorite bonus stage out of all the animal ones. There's 4 different animals. There's the rhino, the frog, the fish, and the ostrich. For everyone who would be getting extra life, there's a code you can put in at the menu screen where you can just do those bonus stages if you want. I can't remember what that code is. See, now I lost my key. Apparently when you go to the bonus stage, unless maybe I just forgot to get it earlier. Is it this one? I don't remember. Was that one or the one in front of it? first I get the left, right, and up. Not necessarily in that order, but I get those before getting the bottom one. And I'll show why when I get there. So that just multiplies times 2 everything I add. Now I'm just kind of going at random. $5.71. Well, that was close. So the barrels that don't have the markings on them, you have to press the button to shoot, whereas the ones with the white markings automatically shoot right when you land in them. It's been a long time since I failed this bad at this game, but that's been happening a lot lately. That's how we do it. That's your life. So you might notice I skipped Funky's flights there. What you can do is you can get in there and he'll take you to any level you want that you've already beaten. Like previous, it's mostly for previous worlds. Like right now in this level, I can just go back to any level by just going back like this. But you notice, like when you get to level or World 2, you can't go back to World 1 unless you get to Funky's flights. So there's really no need to show him until I'll wait till we get to him again in World 2. Yeah, I just like the really wide variety of differences they have in the levels. I don't want to say no two levels look like, because there are some that looks very similar, but there's like a lot of variety as far as stages that look different. Oh, I'm getting like all these bonus stages. Like fairly early in the game, it seems like. seen the frog bonus stage yet. That's kind of funny, just keep bouncing off that. Okay, this one can be kind of hard sometimes. This is a game that I could also use my NES, my Super NES Classic to play, but I'm actually playing the physical cartridge. This one used to really frustrate me at times. I mean, sometimes you get really good at it and just beat it no problem, but other times you struggle. I was trying to jump short to get that extra life, but I jumped way too short. It's funny, I hold the Y button down the way you would in a Mario game to go faster, but the Y button doesn't really help here, but it's just funny that I still do it because I'm so used to it when playing a Mario game. Whoa. I jumped a little early there. And I realized it like mid-jump, so I jumped again right away. Got lucky. Oh, my tire disappeared. That was cheating. I guess I really can't do much with it anyway. I knew there was a bonus stage in one of those two. Yeah, I mean, you can't see behind that one, so you just gotta guess. You're probably better off to do the middle one first. You might be able to kind of see what it is. And the other ones are easier to aim for. So much for that plan. Wow, really? Wow. I hit the jump button on that tire. It's like you just committed suicide. Why? Why is he not jumping on that one tire? I'm pressing the jump button. See, it's not as easy as Super Mario World where you could jump off Yoshi. I mean, sure you can, I think you could jump off this guy, but yeah, you can jump off him, but it's not as easy as, you know, jumping off him and then like reaching the goal. This one can be hard too. I want to use Diddy because he's quicker. So every time you hit these barrels, it turn them into stop. Like puts those guys to sleep until it turns back to go. Ah, you're nasty. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to beat this level. Oh, I was going to say without Diddy, but, you know, because there's a part up here where it's like almost impossible to get through without getting hit. So I'm going to need both Donkey and Diddy. Right here. I always get hit right in that section. Look at that. Can I help you monkeys save your game? Well, there's only one monkey here right now. Diddy's not with me. So that's kind of like a mistake they made in programming the game. They should have changed the phrase based on like whether there's one or two apes there. So yeah, you can go back to the first world here if you want. It's kind of cool. You can go back and replay all the levels if you want. So these big guys right here, Diddy can't kill them by jumping on them. If he jumps on them, he'll bounce right back off of them. Ah. So you have to hit the letters R-A-R-E in their specific order. That was nasty. Whoa. See, that's the problem with Diddy, is you press the Y button to get a run, and he does that spin thing, so if you're standing close to the edge of the cliff, he's going to accidentally just run right off. Okay, I don't think I've ever died more than twice on this level in my life. I supposed to do that? Why would anybody jump down there and get those bananas? Take a hit for, like, you know, 20 bananas. Stop at Cranky's Cabin again. Sometimes he repeats some of the same phrases he said, sometimes it's totally different. So yeah, when they designed this game, they were already, you know, beginning production of the Nintendo 64. I mean, everyone knew it was coming because the Atari Jaguar came out with the, or Atari came out with the Jaguar, which was 64-bit, but it wasn't done well. So all the video game companies knew it was possible. It was just a matter of time before they perfected it. Nintendo would be the first that had a successful 64-bit console. The only thing Nintendo did wrong with the 64 is they had cartridges instead of CDs because they're so worried about piracy. I mean, not that there's would necessarily be anything wrong with cartridges, but just the fact that the prices of CDs were being so mass-produced at the time, you know, in the mid-90s, because you had, that's when CD players were coming out, getting popular, so you had music CDs, and you had computers that were getting popular at the time. A lot of things were on CD with computers in the mid-90s, you know, with the internet. So CDs were being mass-produced at a huge rate, and video games started going to CDs. With that being said, the prices of CDs kept dropping. They're getting cheaper and cheaper because there were so many of them. And it got to the point where Nintendo was the only one doing cartridges, so with the rarity of cartridges at this point in time, it's going to make the price of those go up. That's why Nintendo 64 games were like 50 to 70 bucks when Sony PlayStation games were like 20 to 40 bucks for the most part. I mean, if it wasn't for the price difference of games, I think the 64 would have outsold the PlayStation. Nintendo was just so paranoid and worried about piracy, though. They didn't want to do, even when the GameCube came out, those were on CDs, but they made them on small CDs, so they'd be harder for people to copy. It's like Sony took that risk, and look at, they were still successful, even though they used CDs. The trees in the background, I think, are really cool. think I might have been a bonus stage in there. I can't remember. Whoa. Wow, really? That was cheap. That was just downright nasty. They just totally took a pine cone, put Tabasco sauce on it, and then raped me with it. Wow. I really think Nintendo should do. I think they should make a Donkey Kong Maker game, kind of like how they have Super Mario Maker. Or not. Ah, it's a little too early. Disappointing as the Mike Tyson fight. I didn't actually watch Mike Tyson and Jake Paul box, but it seemed like me and everyone I knew was rooting for Mike Tyson just because he was from our time, from the 90s. He was like a legend back then. So maybe he still had it in him. Ah, too early. Too late. Yeah, this is another level that I struggled with. That one part that we just saw right there. That was just gross. That was dirty. Why are you rating me with the fork sideways? Wow, how did that even happen? Did that barrel not turn when it was supposed to? Was that a game glitch? Oh, that is just nasty. It's hard to believe how close it is to the end of the year already. And then we'll be doing my annual video for my last video of the year, where I show my video game collection. I did that the last 2 years in a row for sure, maybe 3. I think the last 2 years though. See, one of my biggest problems with this games these days is my memory. I keep forgetting. I was playing Simon's Quest the other day, and I got to the mansion. I played that game so many times, but yet I forgot where to go. I don't know why why that's suddenly happening to me. I mean, I'm not that old. I'm not even 50 yet. Like, it seems like I got the memory of somebody who would have problems like that in their 70s. I thought there were bananas from one of these. Or not. I can't remember if we can get up there or not. Yeah, you can. But there's nothing up there. Whoa. Yeah, before the end of the year, I might do another video of my Super Mario Maker game, the levels I made. This time I made some levels that are unique. I'm trying to get away from remaking the exact same levels all the time. Wow. They just put me in a no-win situation right there. Finally got my cruise paid off. Not that I was making payments or anything. I mean, when I book a cruise, I make sure I have all that money in my checking account, but the final payment was due November 11th, and Royal Caribbean went and took that money out of my checking account, so it feels good that that's all paid for and done with. I mean, I'd rather just pay it off right away, just get it taken care of. But I don't know if that's an option. I put a $450 deposit down when I booked the cruise. And I just wait till the final due date and take the remaining money out. So altogether I paid, let's see, like $1,600, but I don't even know if that includes the flights or not, because when you live in Iowa, you have to fly to anytime you go on a cruise, you have to fly, unless you want to drive like 15 or 20 hours, but I'd rather just fly. I drove once, like clear across the country, when I was dating my son's mom back in 2002. She had family in South Carolina, like a lot of aunts and uncles. They have a family reunion there all the time, so that summer, her and I drove to South Carolina, and she didn't drive. She's afraid to drive, she always has been. She's just got so many phobias, so I had to drive the whole way from Iowa to South Carolina, which was like 20 hours. We stopped by the rest area. And slept. That was nasty. No post-hit invincibility? That was like just totally wrong how they do that. It's like they just forced me into it. Let's go visit Cranky again. So my cruise is February 10th to the 20th, so the Thursday in between those dates, or the Friday I should say, in between those dates, I will not be doing a video. But I think I'll be able to get one before and after. I definitely plan to record some more, like video clips on my cruise, so maybe I'll go ahead and do a video on just those. James and Mike did a video on this James and Mike Mondays, Donkey Kong Country, Cinemassacre. I wish James and Mike would come back and start doing those again. I mean, I think most video games know what I'm talking about. Most video gamers who watch YouTube videos like just myself, James and Mike Mondays was like the biggest of all video game channels, like YouTube channels. Well, actually, the Angry Video Game Nerd's the biggest, but I actually prefer James and Mike Mondays over the nerd videos. But anyways, after COVID, they stopped doing them. I'm not sure why. But I wish they'd do them again. I mean, their video's like a 30-minute video, and they beat the game, but they do edit videos. Whereas I just keep playing. Oh, that was nasty. That was just cheating. I released the button. It should not have taken them that long to throw the barrel. I mean, cheat if you have to, but at least try to hide it. Okay, now this is my favorite level right here, and this is usually the furthest I get. I have gotten past this level before. But the level past that I haven't. first one or the last one? 568. But notice how it's not snowing or anything right now, it's just cold. It starts to change. That was nasty. I was trying to hit the beat. See, it's starting to get darker. That was gross. Now it's snowing. The music goes pretty good with the level. Oh. Look at the snow's getting thicker. Faster. Now it's in the foreground. So every time I'm driving in the wintertime and it's snowing like this, it always reminds me of this game. I used to hate driving in the snow, but that was back when I was driving my 97 Firebird, which had rear-wheel drive. The thing was terrible in the snow. I ended up buying a truck for the wintertime. It's a Silverado. It's got a 79 frame and 84 body. It's got 33-inch tires, 4-wheel drive. That thing is great in the snow. But being so old, it breaks down quite often. Well, one more try. make it past here. We're gonna go ahead and stop. This is the part I wanted to get to, this, you know, the snowy part. Wow. I was in that barrel when it showed me getting hit. Like, it just showed me dying inside the barrel. That bee, I was nowhere near that bee. What, do you have a heart attack in the barrel? That was Donkey Kong Country, epic game. I just don't have the patience to continue going, so hope you enjoyed what you did see. I'll see you in the next video.